the points. But let's see, what do we have here? Compositions on the left side, we have WhySoSerious. Well, we see, yeah, like we said, they have some melee. I see some wolf archers. We see some pavis.
Yeah, this is a troll.
Maybe it's just like he wants us to notice what he's cooking up. Maybe he swaps afterwards. Many Siladars, many Reapers. I think they want to really play deep with infantry this map. But for WhySoSerious side, it's like we said before, they are going for this cap defense, maybe one trade, or not even a one trade on these walls on A, just, you know, playing it like passively until the enemies decide to come down the stairs and play around the ground where they have all this cavalry to, you know, to take action. But we don't see many, you know, anti-cav, like real anti-cav outside of blue halberds for WhySoSerious side. We don't see forties, we don't see impikes, we don't see even T4 halberds. So this is going to be a fairly complicated game for WhySoSerious on the step
I think it will
on
be
the ground.
like heavily the halberds and the cav will be anti-cav, right? Like they put some Kriegsbruders in, some prefecture pref-heavy cav. So I think that is the main like option. Like they just want to play the cav as anti-cav. What just with full cav with some shields and halberds and one flame. Maybe they have a small setup on the base and the rest is full cav or full chaos. They are starting with 15 Kurins though, so I'm expecting a full trap hold, I guess. Trap destroy. Let's see for now. While still spawning with the cav, of course. And yeah.
Let's see what the teams cook so far, you know, like chilling. Hear me out. Hear me out. With this supply being so close to the gate and how much cavalry they have, maybe expect a delayed sally, perhaps. Like it could be the play here, a delayed sally.
Yes, but if you look closely, I don't think they will go for it. I don't know, because they see WhySoSerious has so much cav like in the backhand, and especially also Kriegsbrüder. Like Kriegsbrüder and pref cav, they will just annihilate the enemy though. What they can do though is fill out with full T4 cav, you know, because they also have Kriegsbrüder, as you see. So they can just hit over the T4 cav in order to just kill the enemy Yanyedao, which WhySoSerious has. Because I think they're just playing for a trade here with Justice. They're not building any Kurian, so they don't care about traps either. So I think they will maybe do a late selling.
But
WhySoSerious is prepared for it. They're already surrounding the gate.
But they need to be careful with these cavalries that they have now out of the field, in case, you know, enemy art is just taking a few models for free or something, you know. We can see some cannon shots here connecting on this cavalry's AFK close to the wall. They need to be careful with that. They really don't want to lose cavalry models before any fight starts. But yeah, so far, towers looking pretty healthy. They will connect very soon to the walls.
Yeah, WhySoSerious is hard being shit. Oh, wait.
Okay, here comes the delayed sally. It's a delayed sally, like we said. But this Trebuchet is going to really make a dent into Rod Justice. Kriegsbrüders taking the first connection with the enemies. And here we go. At this point, it's just a cavalry. What is this? A cavalry ocean.
Hussars as well, in the snow, getting half.
Yeah, but this Yanyo coming from the side can be very dangerous. They need to be careful. I think Rod Justice is slowly making a dent into whatever anti-sally. Rod Justice is taking a dent into whatever WhySoSerious tried to do with this anti-sally out.
I think WhySoSerious kind of won this trade.
Yeah,
I mean, they lost in Dow and Paladins, which is shit.
I mean, there's still some cavalries coming back from Rod Justice, who still
is blocking the supply though for now.
Yeah, this is good. Maybe Rod Justice doesn't have enough time to resupply their units, as the sally still continues to be up. They lost many heroes. I don't think they have enough heroes to come back. Maybe they do. As WhySoSerious also lost some heroes in the trade trying to block supply while they is being captured by a lowly hero. I don't think this is in Rod Justice plans to give up like this. But I think the order to retreat here is the correct answer, given that they don't have any means of resupplying But I think this delayed sally was a little bit rushed, perhaps forced. I don't think that was the correct move here from Road Justice, but we
I mean,
will
you
see.
you gotta see the good things, right? Like WhySoSerious lost some heroes, which is not that hard to be honest. But the main thing is they lost most of their Kev. You know, like now they're stuck with a lot of infantry against full Kev.
Correct,
Like
correct.
they, like Rough Justice has like a small melee rob with Baltif Shield, Manu Flames, and some Halberdiers, of course, to cover the flames, and the rest is just full Kev. And I, to be honest, don't know how WhySoSerious wants to play this on the base now. They just basically need a one good, like, lucky wipe, I'd say. Because they will just get burned by the sides from Rattan, from
Yeah,
Kev tools, the Bow
and yeah.
Rider, Kev, like, and they have, oh, I see, Rough Justice has cannons in the spawn area. And they're moving them to the base, okay. It would be really rough. I don't know how they want to jump any exo when there's so much Kev roaming around, and especially Halberds in the flame. It will be really hard for WhySoSerious, but they make a okayish trade, I'd say.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
now they need to be very smart on where they want to drag the fight on. Like, they need to choose spaces that both work well for these flames to be hard to dive, and for the cavalry to get, as much value and as much potential as possible. No, I say that playing around this. I mean, we need to. They need also to be careful of where is going to, WhySoSerious, where is going to deploy the arty. Now we see the first artillery is being dropped down by WhySoSerious, and as long as Road Justice, gets a glimpse on where these arties are being placed and what's the reach of it, they will then have to take countermeasures for where they want to stay with their eggs in a safe spot, enough for them to
Why
win the
so
trades.
serious
But
for now, wasting a lot of mortars. Like they build their mortars so far in the
so
back
far
because they
away,
didn't
yeah.
scout. They cannot hit them. Like they built like 3 mortars for literally nothing now. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why you instantly drop this like close corner where you usually defend on sieges, right? Like because this one is really easy to defend because traps cannot hit this. Mortars are dangerous, but in exchange to the mortars, you also have mortars which are not terrible, and you have the Rattan and Kev to support from the spawn. But now I
We
think
can
Rough
see
Justice.
both sides are like constantly trading mortar shots and Kevtul fire barrages. In the meantime, we can see some Kevtuls from the Road Justice side here in the middle, trying to poke down, build some pressure against WhySoSerious, as they need to fall back. They are playing very, very far back so far, just waiting for the artifact. But I think they lost the artifact fairly quickly against Road Justice. So now WhySoSerious will need to think about how they want to continue their offense from
I really
another
see JJ and
perspective.
Bashar from the spawn the entire time harassing. I don't know how TBM wants to get his flame on the base, why these Kefdals are running. Especially, I mean, yeah, we have Paladins for the sustain, but it's just so annoying. All units are getting flamed.
Yeah, now they are trying to chase some of these capitals with the heroes, but they also need to be very
Was good
careful.
though, was good. Was good though, was good. They got some Kefdals and Pustoy perma pressuring, but now the move on
This
the base is
mortar
because
shot was big. I think it hit the flames. Need to be very
question now
careful.
is why is Westsius running through those mortars? Like just
But
I
the
don't know,
thing
like
is,
they
they
take
are
the
now going to have their backs exposed to these continuous capital barrages.
I know for me it seems like Westsius is just getting bombarded now by
Now,
Archon
yeah,
without any
now it
answer.
starts. Now it starts the fiesta of the capitals. But all these mortars, I think, are doing a lot of damage to the units. WhySoSerious getting inside the point. Road Justice so far no reaction at all. They're just letting them in. This Trebuchet comes. I think it's came in the perfect timing for them to not be able to play around this flank. Now the flames from Road Justice is starting to burn them to a crisp, but they need to be careful with this mortar shot. But yeah, in the end, all the units
Yeah,
that were
you're right.
coming from WhySoSerious were very weakened by all these mortar shots, all these capital barrages, and even if the Trebuchet was kinda on point, a little bit late, WhySoSerious didn't have enough manpower to counter all this constant bombarding, all this constant flaming arrows, seizing out all this blob that was coming together, all these flanks. And yeah, Road Justice successfully fends off the offense from WhySoSerious, as opposed to what happened in the Sally out. And let's see if WhySoSerious can come back into this. They still have many T5 units, so they may have a chance to come back to it if Road Justice makes any big mistakes, but so far it's
No,
looking good for Road
WhySoSerious
Justice.
only has one chance for now. Like they have one chance. I think they still have a okayish push now.
but I don't know, to be honest. Like, Russia does a lot of mortars, but like, WhySoSerious is just playing it not smart. Like, they're just running into 10 mortars shooting at them. I don't know, like, seems slow for me.
They
Justice, what us should do now is just force them to fight in the gate, because they have such, at least with the serves or whatever, just try something with the Kev tools. Because like WhySoSerious, like they have no units, like they have only one trade. If you start them already like blocking them in the gate now, they're losing more time, more RT, so they can use it for the advantage on the base. But Rough Justice is just playing it safe, I guess. Staying on the base, probably rebuilding some RT now. And
I mean, it doesn't look like Red Justice is going to take the gate approach. They want to play it like standard, nothing, different. Like, yeah, let's block them in the gate. They know perhaps how punishing it can be to try and block them in the gate, but afterwards maybe they lose this fight and they are all exposed, just a rush to the base. As you can see, it's like almost 60% captured, so they are not going to take the chance to fail in the gate and perhaps lose the remaining percentage of their base after that. So
if you look closely now, like WhySoSerious already with 3 healers, of course, healers are good against the Kev tool pool.
but
3 healers,
still,
it's too much, bro. 3 healers, bro, they were just, like, they're useless in the fight, you know?
yeah, and they are
Like, they're
going
like,
the same way where the mortar barrage, is present from Road Justice. They are leaving all this middle street for whatever Road Justice wants to do with these cap tools, which are very dangerous. They are doing a lot of damage behind the lines of WhySoSerious, so they need to be very careful. Even if they have healers, if the healers get caught in the crossfire, they are going to be goners anyway, so you can see again some mortars being deployed from WhySoSerious side. Let's see what they want to chunk down with it. Now some of them are facing the respawn to try and poke these cap tools.
I think the Kev are now less dangerous because
Now maybe Road Justice wants to take an aggressive approach. As the flanks start to happen from behind, there's a big blob there, which is a lot of good food for the cap tools, if I may say.
Looks like they're pushing. They will push up, I guess.
Strevuket is coming a little bit late. All these cap tools having all this leisure to force WhySoSerious to take more care about the back rather than the front, where the big fight is coming in. We see the flames here waiting, 2 models of them waiting for the chance, but very well spot Trevoket from Road Justice as WhySoSerious approaches the choke point. We will probably see the last fight being developed now as WhySoSerious and Road Justice are going to clash frontally. But this Trebuchet, they need to be careful.
Oh,
we see already these capsules burning all the front line.
I think it's Reda hit themselves, right? Oh, yeah.
This
they hit themselves.
Yeah,
this was completely dog shit,
this
bro.
Trebuchet wasn't as good as WhySoSerious expected, but they still have so many units here. Like we said, they have still a lot of T5s, and these halvers are taking care of all the infantry that Road Justice deployed, trying to prevent this attack from WhySoSerious, and it looks like WhySoSerious is slowly but surely taking care of the remaining units from Road Justice. Maybe Road Justice is in a tight spot now, and WhySoSerious will take advantage of that. Will they keep? Oh, we see Sheppel using WhySoSerious mortars against them, but I don't think Road Justice is going to be on time to defend this base. What do you think, Dunkel?
I mean, for me, it seems like it's just a unit diff, right? Like, WhySoSerious has some Reapers, some Siladas, some Helpers left, but it's not enough against the Myron Millions, Rattampike, and again, a young Yado coming from Rough Justice from the base now. It was a good try from WhySoSerious on the last push. They won it actually, but just the first one, the second one on the base was just game demolishing from them. They're trying their best now to just try to snowball it somehow, but due to they have so many units left, Rough Justice, they will just come back now and wipe the remaining heroes from.
And now we can see all these cavalries from behind from Road Justice going for the cleanup. I think if WhySoSerious had, like a cleaner fight and more units, more heroes alive, they could maybe even won the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it was just not enough remaining units for WhySoSerious to make this final push, this final shot at capturing the base after the Road Justice aggressive move into their defense. And it's 4 minutes still in the clock. Cannot say it's finished yet, but if WhySoSerious wants to make something, it's going to be very hard for them to break this remaining unit from Road Justice. It was a very close fight. Very, very close fight. This last fight, like I said, if WhySoSerious managed to stay with more heroes alive, perhaps, or even more units, they may have a chance, but we can see now Road Justice use going all out, the walls through the gate, killing all the respawners from WhySoSerious, not giving them a chance to breathe, unseizing the defense. Looking for a solid 0-1, Road Justice, border fort. WhySoSerious didn't manage to snatch the win from the map they chose. Let's see if they have a better chance on Valley Fortress.
I mean, I don't know. Like, WhySoSerious could have done it way, way better in the second, like in the first push on the base. Like, Sally one that was good, of course. Like, I think if I don't know if it was good or bad, like from a unit trade wise, but like what they did and what they tried, I think it worked really good. They killed a lot of Kev and Heroes from Rough Justice. But the first push on base was just absolutely troll. I don't know what WhySoSerious was thinking there to just run into the 10 mortars that got placed, and into the cannons, and into the flame. I mean, they didn't get money. They didn't have, of course, many Kevs open to use, but in general, like, I don't know what is harming you, like, stopping you from just going for the middle road, you know? Go for the middle road, so you just dodge all the models and destroy them. Or even do an in-push, right? Like, you can just all X-move units back and just suicide your heroes on the mortars, right? Because, like, what can they defend?
Or even the capsules, you know, all these capsules that are going around from the middle street, just try and go for them. Dive with the heroes, move like, all the units back, and pray for the best.
You can never rejoin on this map anyways, because you're spawning like 100 meters outside from the gate after you cap A, right? So even if you like fight, you will never get a rejoiner in on time, you know? So you can literally just do an in-push, because you don't care about the hero deaths anyways. Just do an in-push, kill the 10 mortars, and then do the same push they want to. But instead, they just run into mortars and die. Straight up. I know it was just heavily misplayed. Maybe it's lack of preparation, or just they didn't expect so many mortars. I don't know, but you should always expect that many mortars. I don't know, especially on positions where I cannot get traps.
But Rough Justice made it good. Was a little bit weird. Like they had all these mortars prepared, you know, like they were hard to gain access with trebuchets or even with their own mortars, you know, as they